Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. So today's video, we're going to be looking at who do you attract? So like what kind of people you attract, things like that. I have done a video of what makes you attractive, but this is more about the kind of people you attract. So, if what comes up is worrisome, maybe, you can, I'm going to also be looking at why you attract those kind of people, right? And so maybe it can be a lesson. Maybe it can just be, an idea of who is attracted to you, things like that. So before we get started, I'm going to cleanse the space here. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Cheyenne. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and a witch. And I created this channel to, further show my love of tarot and tarot readings and how I feel like they're so transformative and they can help people in so many different ways. And so I just wanted to share that with the world more so. So if you would like to subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. So while I'm cleansing the space, I would just like you to please close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine the middle of your heart space opening up to me like a doorway so that I may see into your energy clearly and accurately. So I have 3 different piles for you to choose from here. I have deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. So for deck number 1, I have the Green Witch Tarot, which looks like this. Green Witch Tarot. For deck number 2, I have the Fyador Pavlov Tarot, which looks like this. And for deck number 3, I have the Deviant Moon, the Trionfi della Luna illustrated pips. This is how this deck looks. This one's a little bit spookier, so just a heads up on that. So you've probably already kind of felt one deck kind of tugging you, pulling you forward more than the others, but whatever is initially drawing you forward is calling to you is usually the best pile to go for. Now, if you feel like the deck is not calling to you or it's not working for you in your reading, you can pick another deck or watch the whole video, pick up on what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will have timestamps listed down below in the description box, of course, for deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3 so that you may skip to your reading. So with all of that being said, I do also offer personal tarot readings down in the description box in my Etsy if you're interested in that. My other YouTube channel is linked down below where I talk about witchy things, and my Instagram is also down there if you want to follow me on there. So with all of that being said, I'm going to get to deck number 1 here. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Green Witch Tarot that you chose. Very witchy, beautiful deck. So we're going to look at who do you attract, right? The kind of people you attract. So before we get into your tarot cards, I've pulled some oracle cards for you. So we're going to take a look at these first. So we have money and death. Okay, so you attract people that have money. Okay, right off the bat. You also attract people that are trying to better their life in some way. Okay, the death card is about transformations. So I feel like maybe even you might attract people that are like on the rebound or something, like people who are looking for something completely different in their life. Okay, so I feel like you attract people that maybe wouldn't normally be attracted to somebody like you, just in the fact of like, you're different than, you're very unique, group number 1. Yeah. But you attract money for sure. People that want to give you money, people that have money. This also, indicates abundance. So you attract abundance in your life. Material things, people with material things. But the death card coming up here is about transformation. So again, I feel like you attract people who are trying to change or are going through big things in their life, deaths of marriages or deaths of other relationships or things like that. Or deaths of friendships, whatever it is, this could indicate people you attract as far as friends and things like that as well. So very interesting. I want to definitely get some more answers from the tarot as to what this means. So move that out of the way. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and get some more about who you attract. High Priestess. Page of Swords. The Moon. Oh my gosh. And the Six of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you attract mysterious people. You attract people who are hiding things. You attract people with secrets. People who want to remain mysterious. Lots of that here. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, which is, you know, indicating somebody who, again, keeps secrets. You know, this represents intuition, the divine feminine, the unknown. So you attract women too. I don't know if that's something that you want, but you attract women in your life, whether it be through friends or things like that. I do see that a lot of women are attracted to you. People who, again, have like deep-seated secrets somehow are attracted to you. And I think it might be because you seem like somebody who they could share those secrets with in some way. Page of Swords. To me, this is a truth seeker. Okay, again, when I was talking about the Death card, I feel like this is somebody that is wanting to better their life in some way. They are wanting to gain higher understanding. They are wanting to understand things about their life, right? We have the owl here representing wisdom. We have this book, and we have a candle, which is illumination. And we have the sword that the little girl is holding up. There is a... So I don't know, again, maybe you give off like therapist vibes. Like some people just do that, where, you know, people want to come to you to voice their problems or to help them understand. I get that you are a very intuitive person as well. I think you're very intuitive with the Moon and the High Priestess showing up. And I feel like maybe people seek you out in order to try to figure out what's wrong with them, because there's something about you. You might have psychic tendencies that kind of tell people what's going on with their life. And like, so I feel like maybe you've kind of experienced something where people come into your life, they seek you for advice, for answers, you have like a relationship with them, and then they kind of leave you once they have figured out their shit with your help, right? But yeah, I feel like maybe you run into that because you give sage advice, you give people answers to things that they cannot see themselves. With the Moon, again, this is secrets, illusions. I feel like you do attract people that do not show their true selves to you right away. Again, this secretive thing. People who are living maybe a double life, or who are trying to better themselves in some way. It's like a transition. So death is very much a transition. So it's like you are attracting people who are in a transition in their life in some way. With the Six of Swords, this is about moving away from things that no longer, you know, serve you. It's escaping. So again, I feel like you are attracting people who are trying to escape their current life, and you are like the escape. You are the answer to their problems. You're where like a safe haven almost. But they're bringing all of their baggage with them. They're bringing all of these things that they need to not be bringing into a relationship because it's their past, right? The underlying energy here is the Two of Cups. So I think that you have the opportunity to find a soulmate in this way. But I feel like you need to be more discerning, right? I feel like in your heart, you want to help people. You like to fix people. You know, that's a trait that a lot of us have. We like to fix people because we know we can, or we think we can. But I feel like there needs to be more of an equality here in relationships. Like the Two of Cups is very much about a true partnership, meeting somebody that is your equal in every way and gives as much as they take. So I feel like you need to gauge more of who is taking, who is giving, right? Who is taking too much, who is not giving enough, and cut it out of your life before it becomes a relationship and is causing pain and things like that. So that is what I see for people you attract. I'm going to pull a closing message here. This was kind of just a short and sweet kind of look at what kind of people you attract. Hopefully you'll be able to analyze this and maybe try to understand it more in your life. Oh my gosh. This card's calling to me. Illumination, Skull of Light. Right? You're the light. People are trying to illuminate their lives with your company. Look, I talked about illumination earlier with the candle. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. We have this moon illuminating. Look at the moon in all of these cards. And then we have the sun out in this card. These people are seeking guidance and illumination. Okay, so you are like a beacon in people's lives, and that's why they seek you out. They search for you to bring illumination. But I feel like you need to reflect some of that illumination on yourself and look at, well, how can I have a relationship that means something to me, that cares, you know, someone that cares about me as much as I care about them, and helps me as much as I help them, right? So that is what I see for you, group number 1. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, I would love to hear feedback down below in the comment section. Again, if you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in the description box in my Etsy shop. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope you're having a magical day wherever you are. I'm going to get on to group number 2 now. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. And we're going to be looking at who you attract, what kind of people you attract. So before we get into your tarot cards, I have pulled some oracle cards over here for you. So we have communication and difficulties. Okay, so this kind of speaks for itself, right? You attract people who have a hard time communicating their feelings for you, okay? That's what I get with this, the moon kind of hiding. It's like feelings being clouded. But you also attract people that like to talk to you. So I feel like maybe the way that you kind of start relationships a lot of times is through like texting, or, you know, a lot of communication back and forth, just texting kind of in a fun way. But I feel like when it gets down to like the nitty gritty, when it gets down to like, you know, the deep stuff, it almost kind of, that's where the problems lie. So you attract people that are difficult communicators, who have a hard time listening to their emotions, listening to their feelings. And to me, I feel like that's kind of a result of maybe you portray yourself in like this fun-loving way, who doesn't really, I don't know, maybe you don't right off the bat give off a vibe of somebody who's super deep. I think you are super deep, but I feel like maybe you attract people who think that it's just this like lighthearted kind of a thing or a relationship, and then once they get into it and then they feel deeper feelings, they don't really understand what to do with that, because you kind of, you bring feelings out in people that they don't really want to feel, because they're, you know, they have their own issues, their walls are up, whatever it may be. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards to get some more insight into this, of course. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards. Okay, so I have 4 cards here. Let's see what they are. Chariot, the Moon, the World, 3 of Cups. A lot of major cards here, which is interesting to me. Hopefully, let me get these to where you can see them a little bit better. The Chariot, the Moon, the World, Three of Cups. You can see all those now. Yeah. Okay. So you're very lively and exuberant, and like you attract a lot of people. Okay. So I feel like you also attract a lot of different kinds of people, as in like it's interesting because they seem different. They seem like all these unique kind of people, and it all comes back to like they all have issues communicating, or issues like with their feelings and stuff, right? The Chariot, I feel like you attract a lot of bold people who like come up to you and kind of state what they want, what they desire, and like they're very confident in the way that they approach you. But then with the Moon, again, it's like illusions. It's putting on a mask. It's there are things hidden that are not being shown to you with feelings. Like feelings are being masked here. With the World and the Three of Cups here, it's very much about like celebration. And again, so I feel like you maybe are attracting a lot of people like in a social setting where you're very fun loving and looking like you're just having a great time and enjoying your life and celebrating. You know, the Three of Cups is like about being out with friends, like maybe at the bar or wherever it is. So that's what they see, right? And then once they get to know you, they realize that there's a lot more there. Yeah, the World is like celebrating victories, the end of a cycle, okay? It's interesting because I feel like there is opportunity here. Like, I don't really think that there's anything wrong with the way that you attract people or who you attract, because I do see hope here that, you know, one of these people will be able to get out of their own head and get out of their own emotions and be able to express that to you. Yeah, you attract a lot of different people. Like, I feel like this is the Seven of Cups as the underlying energy. You have a lot of choices, right? So that's why I feel like maybe there might be a lot of like filtering through different people and things because you have a lot of options, right? And it just, I feel like you're frustrated at this point because it just is like the same thing over and over of these people not being able to communicate properly. So I'm going to shuffle a closing message as to what you need to take away from this. Like, I do feel like you attract a lot of big personalities, right? But when it comes down to it, it's like just not, they're not wanting to open up to you. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Yeah, it's interesting that this kind of fell over the Moon card here because, you know, midnight, like the middle of the night, I feel like is when the deepest of secrets can be revealed, right? I feel like there's an upcoming relationship for you that is like somebody admitting their feelings to you in like this grand way, like of just like middle of the night kind of text or something, or like coming to your house in the middle of the night and kind of like expressing their feelings for you. I'm actually, it's funny because I'm writing a book right now that is about midnight and about the middle hour of the night and how, you know, it's like that precipice, like falling, you know, when the clock strikes midnight, it's like that final moving into position, right? So there are things that are going to fall into place for you in your love life and in your relationships, with like a big declaration of feelings. That's what I see for you. So that's what I see for you, group number 2. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear feedback down below in the comment section. Again, I do offer personal readings down in the description box in my Etsy shop if you're interested. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I hope that you're having a magical day wherever you are, and I'm going to get on to group number 3 now. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Pips Tarot. So we're going to look at who you attract, what kind of people you attract, the things you attract, right? And before we get into your tarot cards, I'm going to look at these oracle cards I pulled for you. So we have You Are Enough and the Merlin, Alchemy, Justice, and Balance. Wow. You attract, so it's interesting. You attract things in your life that are, goodness, it's like karmic things. You attract people that are meant to be in your life for one reason or another in like big ways. It's not like little things. Like each of your connections you've had has been impactful in your life in a huge way. Alchemy, Justice, and Balance. You know, this card here kind of reminds me of the Magician card in the tarot, which is like about being the main creator in your life, the main manipulator, the main manifester in your life, and creating the things that you want and attracting the things that you want. And so you give me very much of that energy. I see a big, beautiful relationship in your life that is very much everything you've ever deserved in a good way. Like karmic thing again, like putting out into the world what you want back, and you will receive what you want back, and it's a very balanced thing. I don't feel like you attract people that bring you down in any way. Like I feel like you feel confident in the people that you attract, or like they see you for who you are. And even if they don't, I feel like you don't ever let that dull your light, right? Like you don't ever let anybody make you feel like you're not enough, right? You are enough. I do feel like you attract people that think you're like, or treat you like this kind of prized possession though, with this dragon here, and like this, it's like holding this little treasure kind of. And I feel like that can be harmful in some ways, because it's like thinking that you belong to them somehow. Yeah, that's kind of what I see right off the bat. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards and see some more insight into this. Okay. So I have 4 cards here for you today. I have Judgment, 6 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Cups. So again, like I was saying, you, with the Judgment card, I feel like, again, you don't attract people that are like just little like flings. Every kind of, again, relationship or something in your life has been this big like life lesson for you, or a big cataclysmic kind of a thing, something that sets off a chain of events. With the Judgment card, which is very much about elevating, going to the next level, right? So like it's like leveling up with each relationship. 6 of Swords, I feel like this represents you. Like you are constantly like trying to escape things. Like I feel like almost I feel like you have an issue with maybe relationships, or feeling good enough for relationships, right? With the Hierophant here, I almost feel like you have all these people that want to be with you and who pine over you, and you just kind of don't want to be with them, right? I don't know, for whatever reason, like your own stuff. The 4 of Cups, like maybe you're afraid of being bored, or afraid of it not fulfilling your needs and your expectations. The Hierophant also, you know, represents structure and routine, and ritual, things like that. And it also is like, you know, marriage. It represents marriage. I feel like, I feel like in your relationships, that's what is really going to be beautiful for you, is like a long-term relationship that's full of balance and pulls you out of this slump, this kind of feeling like things are lackluster in some way. I feel like you're constantly like just moving towards the next thing, right? But there's something about settling in something you know is good for you that I feel like maybe you haven't wanted to accept this relationship, whatever it is, or this lifestyle. You're kind of afraid of it, or you don't want to. I don't know. I feel like you're just so... I feel like maybe you think, because I feel like you're very happy without a relationship, for sure. So I feel like maybe you think that if you're in a relationship, it would drag you down in some way, or cause you to not feel like you have everything that you need to fulfill yourself still, because you'll have to give to another person. But I feel like that's what you need in your life. You need more of that balancing between two different people. I feel like that's where you'll truly thrive. So you are attracting people that could be in like prospects for a good relationship or a good marriage. It's just, I feel like you're a little bit afraid of that. I feel like you're running from that. So I'm going to pull a closing message here. Ghost, regret. Yeah, there's a lot of your own sadness here and regret, maybe of the past, looking at things that you could have done differently. It's interesting because in the Six of Swords here and in the Four of Cups, you're facing the future, you're facing forward, but you're still stuck in the past. With the swords, this is baggage you're bringing along with you. With the Four of Cups, you're not paying attention. You're not looking forward. You're thinking within too much. There's too much regret here. So you need to let go of that in order to, you know, have a good relationship and look at what's around you, right? You have that power, like I was saying with alchemy, you have the power to make the life that you want, right? And I feel like things are going to be balanced out in your life. I feel like this kind of running and feeling like you need to escape is going to balance out with a relationship, for sure. So that's what I see for you, group number 3. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear feedback down below in the comment section. Again, if you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in the description box in my Etsy. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that you're having a magical day wherever you are. I'm going to get on to the outro now. All right, guys, so that was Who Do You Attract? I hope you enjoyed this reading. I had a lot of fun doing it. I do have some suggestions that I am going to film soon. So if you have anything that you want me to make a video about, or a topic or an idea you want me to do a reading on, please, please, please let me know down in the comments. I love taking suggestions and what you guys want to see, of course. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like the video. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for 260 subscribers, I think is what I'm at now. And that just blows my mind. So thank you so much for sticking here with me today. And I hope you're having a magical day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.